My name is Anne Frank. I was born on June 12, 1929, in Frankfurt, Germany, to my parents Otto and Edith and my sister Margot. I was a happy, curious little girl, always talking, always asking questions. But when I was still very young, things began to change in Germany. Suddenly, we were no longer welcome because we were Jews. The parks I used to play in were no longer for me. Shops no longer wanted our business. Neighbors who once smiled at us stopped saying hello. My parents tried to hide their worry, but I could see it on their faces. When I was 4 years old, they decided we couldn't stay in Germany any longer. So we moved to Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, hoping to find a better life there. At first, it felt like a new beginning. We rented a nice apartment, I started school, made friends, and laughed and played like any other little girl. I dreamed of being a writer one day, or maybe an actress. I would imagine myself standing on a stage, telling stories that made people feel something. Everyone said I talked too much, but I just had so much to say about everything I saw and felt. My sister Margot was quieter, more proper, and always seemed to do the right thing. I admired her, but I also wanted to be my own person. But then the war came to the Netherlands too. In 1940, when I was just 11 years old, the German army invaded, and the rules started all over again. Little by little, our freedoms disappeared. We were no longer allowed in certain schools, certain shops. We couldn't go to the movies or ride our bikes, or even be out after dark. We had to wear a yellow star on our clothes so everyone would know we were Jews. Every day, more and more people we knew simply disappeared, sent away to work camps. Then one day in July 1942, when I was 13, my family received a letter saying my sister Margot had to report to the authorities. My father knew what that really meant. That night, we packed what we could carry and went into hiding. We left everything behind. Our home, our friends, everything we knew. We moved into a secret set of rooms above my father's office building. We called it the Secret Annex. There were 8 of us living there, my family, the Van Pels family, and a dentist named Mr. Pfeffer. It was small and dark, but at least it was safe. During the day, we had to be completely silent. The office workers downstairs couldn't hear us. No footsteps, no running water, no laughter. At night, we could whisper and move around a little, but the fear never went away. We lived like that for over 2 years. There were times it felt like the walls were closing in on me. I missed the sun, the fresh air, the sound of children playing in the streets. I missed being free, but even then, I kept writing. My diary became my closest friend. I called her Kitty. I told her everything, the fights and the fears, but also the hope I still felt. Because even though we were hiding, even though the world seemed so cruel, I still believed people were good at heart. Then one morning, it all ended. Someone betrayed us. The soldiers came and broke down the door. They dragged us away, all of us, and sent us to Westerbork, then to Auschwitz. My father was separated from us. My mother grew weaker every day. Then they sent Margot and me to Bergen-Belsen. That camp was worse than anything I could have imagined. There was no food, no warmth, just cold and sickness and death. Margot died first. I don't even remember if she said goodbye. I followed her not long after. I was just 15, but my words survived. My father found my diary after the war. He was the only one of us who came back. He read my words and decided to share them with the world. Even though I didn't live to see it, my voice was still heard. And that's what I want you to remember. Even in the darkest times, never stop believing in light. Even when everything seems hopeless, there is still beauty to be found. Even when you feel small and powerless, your words, your story can still matter. My name is Anne Frank, and this is my story.